She who walks alone isn't watched by the crowd, but she is protected by forces no one can see. In a loud world full of noise and show, the Sigma woman moves in silence. But her quiet isn't weakness, it's her strength. Her presence is calm, but powerful, like thunder held back. Her solitude isn't loneliness, it's protection shaped by something higher. She doesn't chase attention, she holds it without saying a word. Welcome to time-tested advice, where ancient philosophy meets the modern world. I'm your host, Alfred. Let's get started. Today, we're stepping into the hidden layers of protection that surround the Sigma woman. Protection that doesn't come from fighting harder, but from living smarter. She's not just strong in the usual way. Her strength is deeper, quieter, more spiritual. She's not loud, but she's impossible to shake. And evil? It can't touch what it can't figure out. These are not your typical confidence tips. These are deeper truths. Signs that a Sigma woman isn't just tough in the mind. She's guarded by design. If you're someone who finds strength in silence, someone who feels invisible but knows your power is real, this message is for you. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button to join us at Time-Tested Advice. If you want to support the channel, head on over to the description to buy me a coffee. I'll appreciate that. Let's begin. The calm force that can't be moved. The Sigma woman doesn't panic. She doesn't overtalk. She doesn't react to every challenge, not because she's scared, but because she's grounded. She carries a kind of steady energy that says, I don't owe you proof of who I am. Evil feeds off reactions, off drama, confusion, and emotional outbursts. But when it faces her, it gets nothing. No panic, no breakdown, just peace, just presence, and that throws it off balance. Being unbothered doesn't mean she doesn't care. It means she chooses carefully. She knows what deserves her energy and what's just noise. When people try to bait her into arguments or mess with her emotions, she does the one thing they fear most. She doesn't respond. That is true power. She isn't pretending to be strong, she just is. And that solid presence acts like a shield, one you can't fake. She's unreadable, unreachable, and unshakable. In a world hooked on reactions, her calm is rare. Her energy speaks, even when she says nothing. And evil, it can't breathe around her. Her calm reflects what others try to hide. She doesn't light up a room like fireworks. She burns steady, like a flame you don't notice until it's the only light left. And the real power. She doesn't try to expose people. She simply shows up, and they expose themselves. Just being in her presence reflects people back to themselves. Her stillness shows their chaos. Her peace shows their pain. Her truth shows their lies. She doesn't try to fix or fight. She just is. And that alone forces people to face what they hide. Those who lie, manipulate, and twist reality get confused around her. Their tricks don't work. Their charm fails. Why? Because she's not trying to win anything. She's just watching. Her quiet attention is stronger than any loud confrontation. Her presence doesn't overpower. It reveals. Some people grow around her. Others run. Because she's not just a woman, she's a mirror. And you can't fool a mirror. She disappears before the storm hits. When she leaves, she doesn't do it to play games. She disappears to protect her peace. Her silence isn't weakness. It's a line that shouldn't be crossed. Before someone can hurt her, she's already gone. No drama, no shouting, just gone, like a flame that flickers out quietly. The Sigma woman senses things others miss. She feels when something is off, even when the words sound right. And when she senses darkness, she doesn't wait around for proof. She doesn't argue. She walks away. That's what frustrates evil. It wants a reaction, but she gives it nothing. Her boundary is spiritual, not just physical. She knows when a space no longer deserves her energy, and she exits without noise. This isn't cold, it's self-respect. She doesn't stick around to fix people. She doesn't carry emotional burdens just to be loyal, and that makes her hard to hurt. She doesn't make a scene, but her absence is felt. By the time they realize she's missing, it's already too late. She's not afraid to be misunderstood. She knows her energy is valuable. And you don't gamble with something sacred. Her soul is locked for a reason. You could spend hours with her and still feel like you barely scratched the surface, not because she's hiding, but because she's private. She doesn't give away her soul to just anyone. Her thoughts, her feelings, her past, they're sacred, and she shares them only with care. That's why she's so hard to manipulate. People can't control what they can't read, and with her, no one gets the full story. She knows not everyone deserves her truth. Not all sharing is healing, especially with people who only want to use it. She opens up slowly, carefully, and never fully, and that keeps her safe. People think they understand her because she's quiet. But when they try to play games, they realize they knew nothing. Her silence isn't a wall, it's a design, a way to live peacefully without becoming a puppet in someone else's drama. In a world where everyone overshares, her mystery is strength. And to evil, it's a dead end. There's nothing to grab, no weakness to use, just a quiet soul with strong locks. If this message speaks to something inside you, if it reminds you of who you are deep down, click subscribe and send in a super thanks if you want to support the message we bring to you guys. This space is for people like you, ready to grow, heal, and stand strong. Let's begin. She sees what others can't. There's a reason she rarely falls for tricks. It's not because she's read all the self-help books, it's because she feels truth. Her instincts are sharp, like a radar that picks up what words try to hide. She doesn't just hear what you say, she feels what you mean. She can spot fake kindness. She can see fear behind confidence. She just knows. She doesn't need long talks or big signs. Her energy already knows the answer. That's why manipulators don't get far. Their fake masks slip quickly in front of her. She doesn't call them out or argue. She just sees, and that's enough. People feel exposed around her without knowing why. It's because she isn't fooled by what you say. She's tuned into what you feel. Evil wants to stay hidden, but her clarity is like a spotlight. She notices the small things. She connects patterns, and she stores all of it. She doesn't need to shout the truth. She already knows it. And that's why toxic people stay away, not because she's loud, but because she sees too much. She doesn't need what others use to control. People who hurt others often look for weakness, neediness, loneliness, a craving to be liked. But the Sigma woman doesn't live in that space. She doesn't need to be chosen. She's already chosen herself. She may want love, but she doesn't need it. She's whole, and that makes her untouchable. She's not cold, she's just solid. She doesn't fall for guilt or praise or pressure. She doesn't play the game because she's not trying to win anything. She belongs to herself. That's why people with bad intentions can't hook her. Their tricks fall flat. Their compliments don't land. She doesn't need them. Even in love, she keeps her sense of self. She gives deeply, but never loses who she is. She's built this strength over time, through quiet moments, hard lessons, and deep healing. You can feel it, even if you can't explain it. People might say she's hard to approach, but what they really mean is, I can't control her. And that scares those who rely on power games. She moves with her own clock. She doesn't rush. She doesn't follow the crowd. She moves when her spirit tells her to, not when the world says, go. People confuse her patience with passivity, but she's not stuck. She's aligning. She waits for the right moment, not the fast one. Evil works through panic. It tries to push people into quick choices, quick trust, quick attachment. But that doesn't work on her. She takes her time. She steps back. She watches before she acts. And because of that, she avoids traps dressed up as blessings. She doesn't jump into things because they look good. She waits until they feel right. And that patience, it's her armor. It saves her from pain others walk right into. She may move slow, but she moves with purpose. And that rhythm is something no manipulator can break. She carries a quiet power that can't be touched. There's a kind of strength you can't fake, the kind that walks into a room and changes the atmosphere without saying a word. That's the Sigma woman. She doesn't need a spotlight. Her power is felt, not heard. People sense it, but can't name it. A calm force that can't be moved. A quiet authority that doesn't beg, shout, or demand. She was chosen long before she knew it, called to walk a path that few understand, but one that's protected. Those with bad intentions can feel the wall around her, even if they don't know what it is. Their plans fall apart. Their energy bounces back. It's not luck, it's spiritual covering. She doesn't use this power to control, she carries it with care. She's not here to impress, she's here to move with meaning. And that's why evil can't touch her. She's not loud because she doesn't need to be. She's already protected, already covered, already claimed. If something in you said, "This is me," then these words weren't just written, they were meant for you. This isn't a guidebook, it's a mirror, a quiet path back to your own power. To the woman who doesn't break, she rebuilds. Who doesn't chase, she chooses. Who doesn't explain her silence, because her silence says enough. The power of unspoken presence. The Sigma woman doesn't need to speak to be heard. Her presence carries weight even in silence. When she enters a room, she doesn't demand attention, but somehow all eyes find her. It's not because she's trying to impress, it's because her energy is full. She brings peace where there is tension. She brings clarity where there is confusion. People don't always understand what they're feeling, but they feel it. A deep shift, a quiet pull, a strong calm that settles the air. This presence isn't something she puts on, it's something she's earned. It comes from knowing who she is, from healing wounds in private, from standing up without shouting. And that kind of power can't be copied. It makes insecure people nervous and manipulative ones restless. They can't control what they can't distract. Her quiet strength is louder than their noise. She doesn't compete, compare, or explain. She simply shows up, and that alone changes everything. People leave her space feeling more awake, sometimes more exposed, because her silence invites truth. Her presence doesn't entertain, it reveals. And in a world that talks too much and listens too little, that kind of still power is rare and unstoppable. The wisdom of selective connection. The Sigma woman doesn't open her heart to everyone, and that's not arrogance, it's wisdom. She knows that not every smile is safe, not every compliment is honest, and not every friend is truly kind. So she listens closely. She watches more than she speaks. And when she chooses to connect, she does it with depth, not desperation. She's not afraid of being alone. She honors it. She doesn't collect people to feel whole. Her circle is small but real, because she'd rather walk alone in truth than be surrounded by lies. This makes her hard to manipulate because she's not chasing company, she's protecting her peace. Takers get tired around her. Fakers get nervous. Drainers find no outlet. Because her spirit doesn't leak energy, it stores it with intention. She gives, but only when it's mutual. She helps, but only when it's healthy. And when the connection is fake, forced, or draining, she steps away without guilt. That's why her relationships, though few, are deep. She values quality over quantity, truth over comfort, soul over surface, and that's the kind of wisdom that guards her life like a gate. Not made of steel, but of sacred standards. She doesn't build walls, she builds thresholds, and only those who come with truth in their hands can cross. Let this message be your reminder, your strength, your homecoming. You'll find the link in the description if you want to go deeper. And always remember, real power doesn't shout. It stands still. If these words touched your heart, comment below. Begone evil vibes. Thanks for watching till the end. Your support truly means the world to me. Together, we will forge a path of nothing but peace and happiness. This has been your host, Alfred. I'll see you in the next one. Same time tomorrow. Until next time.